it all undone.
Well, g'day. You're Ilana.
G'day. You're Sean.
And together we are the
Down
Down
Under
Under Cruisers.
Cruisers.
Welcome aboard, folks.
Well-
nice to have you on board.
Welcome aboard the beautiful Carnival Horizon
Yeah,
in our gorgeous balcony cabin.
Woohoo.
October 2022.
All right.
More later.
Hang on. We need to go back into the chat for a minute. We just got to say good day to everybody. So let's start. What a long list.
Wow.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay. So he was Blaine early.
Blaine, how you doing? Hope you're feeling better.
Welcome aboard, Blaine. Yeah, and mate, hope you and both
And Mallory.
are feeling much better. So here goes.
Hope you've had that chicken soup yet.
Yeah, you got to have that Jewish penicillin.
That's
it's
right.
Really good. It's really good. Next, welcome aboard, Wayne. Watching with Wayne, mate.
Hey.
Thank you for coming aboard onto our channel. It's been, I think this is your first coming up on our channel. So nice to have you on board.
Thank you for dropping by.
We've been watching your stuff
Have.
quite a bit. So
Yes.
nice to have you on board. Here we go. Okay. We have a cruise happening. We're going to be with these people.
We are.
Oh, my goodness.
Exciting. My goodness me. I need the energy pills, I think, to keep up.
Absolutely, we do. Just giving a thumbs up to the person in the background there who's going to come up. Give us a thumbs up there.
We've got a special guest.
We've got a guest coming on. Oh, awesome. We got the thumbs up. Excellent. We won't tell you who he is just yet. Just relax, folks. G'day to White Tiger. Welcome aboard.
Hello, welcome.
Okay, so there's a couple here who are rating us from Travel to a Taste. So we're saying good day to them.
Fantastic. Thank
So
you
welcome
so much.
aboard, guys, and we hope that you become permanent fixtures. White Tiger as well as Neon Vacation. Welcome aboard. Nice to see you. Mate.
Oh, please don't fall asleep.
Mate, you won't fall asleep. Trust me.
We hope not.
Trust me. Knowing who we've got on board coming up in the background there, he's in the basement. We actually cleaned up the basement really well so that he would be comfortable. He calls it the green room. We call it the basement. But you know, it's okay.
I hope he doesn't find any of our skeletons rattling around down there.
Yeah, that's right.
Bit of a worry.
There's Claymare. G'day, Claymare.
G'day,
How you going? Then there's a few people saying g'day to a few people, which is awesome.
Fantastic.
And then where are we? Oh,
here we go.
G'day,
John.
Okay, mate, your time is out. You said it's 5:45 a.m. Trust me, mate. It is 20:04 on Wednesday evening. Okay, and we're going to get a different time check fairly shortly. So you'll see. Okay, now who's next? We've got do you know this person?
Yes, you always ask that. I think I know myself.
Yeah, that's right. It's you.
That's me.
Silly me.
We haven't said hello to us some more. Hello.
Where are they? Where are they?
Heather, there you go.
There. Sorry.
Noticed.
Sorry. Yes. Okay.
Hope your water situation has improved.
Yep. Who else is there? We've said g'day. Oh, this is the other part of the Travel to a Taste. So g'day. Oh, enjoy your toast, mate. I hope it tastes real good. I mean, really good. Okay. Anybody else that I've forgotten? Who have I forgotten?
I think we've caught up. Kenny.
Is he?
Oh, Avi on the way side. Oh, Dana's here too, from all the way from Alaska.
All right.
G'day, Dana.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Dave, how you going, buddy? Mate, I got a bone to pick with you. You've got my curling iron.
Yes.
For my hair curling, right? I missed Sammy. G'day, Sammy. How you doing? Welcome aboard. We've got Dale as well. Dale, welcome aboard. Nice to have you on board. Welcome to our channel.
Welcome.
Okay,
yes.
Facebook user.
I wonder who that might be. I have a feeling I may know who that is.
Yeah, I think I know who that is.
I think you do too.
Yeah, I think I do. Okay, if it is Barbara,
yes,
blink your eyes twice.
Blink, blink.
Yeah, okay. Oh God, Troy. Oh my God. Okay, that's enough of you. Oh, wait a minute, you're back again. No rats down here. I could bring a few. Yep. Okay. Who else have we got? Oh, Dana.
We've said
Dana
hi
from
to- said
Alaska.
Hi to Dana.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, geez, that jumped. Boy, did it jump. Oh, look who's here. Ivy on the wayside. Mr. Donovan.
Hello.
Welcome aboard, Donovan. Nice to have you here.
Welcome.
Richard Quick. Welcome aboard, Richard.
Hey, Richard.
Oh, wait a minute.
Thanks for joining us.
Ford man here. Welcome aboard, Kenny. Nice to have you. This is
Lorraine. Hello.
Yeah,
to
Lorraine. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you there. And oh no,
Oh, Solex.
person from
Welcome from another universe.
From another universe. Welcome aboard.
Yes.
And
very interesting
yep.
fellow.
So Lorraine, you get a double hit. Because I just feel like giving you a double hit. And there's Vi. Welcome aboard, Vi.
Welcome.
Well, I'll tell you about these guys in a minute. But first, let me bring up.
We better bring our guest
special
up before he does
Yep.
turn into a skeleton down there himself.
Now, this gentleman comes from a place called Adelaide. For those that do not know Australia or not Aussies and come from the other side of the pond. So this gentleman comes from Adelaide in South Australia. He has a wife and a young child, and I'm actually going to let him tell us who they are. But he's been patiently waiting, and so I better bring him up on board. Welcome aboard, Arthur from Arthur's Cruises. How you going, buddy?
G'day, Arthur.
How you
Nice
going?
to meet you.
Nice
Hello,
to meet
how
you
are we
too,
all?
Arthur. Welcome.
Thank you for
Now,
having me.
Arthur, when I say I met you first, I sort of saw you because you're good friends of Chad's, Chris and Bradley. And I noticed that you were from Australia, and I went, oh, another Aussie in the house sort of thing. And just wanted to know, sort of catch up with you and find out what you've been up to and what you do, and introduce you to our Aussie audience here.
Yeah, it'll be great. I mean, it's great to be connected to different cruises here in Aussie. There's not many of us around, and getting into this community has been really good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, first things first. You have a wife, you have a child. Who are they? What do they do? What do you do in your spare time?
Give a bit of introduce myself to all of your wonderful viewers. My name's Arthur. I'm from Arthur's Cruises. I do a YouTube channel about cruising and travel. And I've got a lovely wife named Kerry, and I've got two children. My oldest one is 24, and my youngest is 10 years old. And together as a family, we love to cruise, and we love doing cruising. That's all I can say. We just love it.
So what got you cruising in the first place?
It's a bit of not a funny story, but a bit of a, let's try something different type thing. Because my in-laws, they've done several cruises in the past. They've done a couple overseas, like a Baltic cruise and one around England or something like that. And we just came back from Gold Coast in Queensland. And after a bit of a tough couple of years beforehand, and, it was kind of like a family vacation. And when we came back, my mother-in-law spotted this ad in the newspaper about this cruise for about $1,100. But when she went to inquire, it wasn't the one that she was looking for. But then she found this, the one that we first went on. The first one we ever went on was Royal Caribbean's Voyager of the Seas to the South Pacific. And we loved it. We fell in love with it straight away. It was the whole family. Went with my in-laws and the whole family, and a good friend of ours came along as well. So it was great. The food was amazing. Entertainment was amazing. It was just great to something awesome. Nothing that we haven't experienced ever before. It was great to just eat what we want, drink what we want, and have a good time without worrying about the cost.
And unpack once.
Yes, exactly. No, all we had to worry about was getting there, and back. That's it.
Yep. Hey, I need to go to some of our sponsors. Tonight we've had the privilege of being raided by a couple of channels. One of them was Travel to Taste, and another one is The Adventures of Traveling Mike. Now, just a little bit on The Adventures of Traveling Mike. This channel is unbelievable. Mike decided he was going to set a record. He has had a continuous, get this, a continuous live stream 24/7 for the last 14 days, non-stop.
It's been amazing.
So it's been amazing, and there's been some incredible people coming on board. People like Dana from Barefoot in Alaska, and Solex, and Lorraine DeVoe, and
Nomadic Red Pack.
No, we don't want to mention Troy. Leave him out of it.
No, we won't mention.
No, we won't mention Troy from Nomadic Red Pack, and a whole host of others that have come on board, and it's been absolutely incredible. He's got people on his channel from all around the world. So there were some people from the UK, a guy by the name of Rob, and then a couple of others from across the pond.
Oh, Canadians.
Canadians.
Alaskans.
None from the across the ditch, but hey, we'll get there eventually. But there's a whole host of people on board, and so it's awesome to see a channel do that. So
and still going.
Yeah, and
it's
still
going
and
as
still
we
going.
speak.
What they've actually evolved to is a channel where people can actually go on and just chat, just get together, which I thought was rather an interesting setup.
So Arthur, that got you hooked.
Yes.
Hook, line, and sinker. And
Definitely.
how many cruises have you been on since that first one?
We've done 2 in total. One to New Zealand on Radiance of the Seas. As you can tell, we're Royal Caribbean fans. We love Royal Caribbean. We want to try a different cruise line. We did book last year with Princess to do a Round Australia cruise.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, that got cancelled. But we're just looking at the moment, and with everything that's going on, I don't want to book anything until we know that it's going to happen.
Hey, I've got an idea for you.
Have we got a cruise for you?
Have we got a cruise for you, mate? Okay, I'm going to play a lead in for this particular cruise because this is our group cruise.
Okay.
All right. Have a look at it, and then we can chat about it afterwards. So what do you reckon, mate?
That looks good.
Nice. That's one of our dream cruises, to do a Caribbean cruise like that.
Well, it may not be a dream. Come on, have a think about it. Come and join us.
I will definitely have a think about it. That's for sure.
It's 15th of October 2022 through to the 23rd of October. So what we're planning is, look, there's nowhere known. We're going to fly over just for the sake of 7 days. So what we're looking at doing is spending 3 weeks in the US, down in Florida, messing around, having some fun. And then from then on, we're jumping on the cruise. And then straight after that, after it's done, flying back home.
Nice. Yeah, that's one of my dreams, to go to the US and do a cruise. And that's one of our goals for as a family we want to do, because my missus has been to the US before. And we want to do, Las Vegas, Disney World, Universal World. I'm a big space buff, so I want to go to Cape Kennedy and
Awesome.
do a tour of that and do a cruise. We want to do it, a cruise with a Disney cruise as well, along with a Royal Caribbean cruise, especially on an Oasis class ship. That's what I want to do.
Uh-huh.
Well, we're going on the Carnival Horizon, which is not exactly the size of the Oasis class ship, but hey, it's big enough.
Yeah, it's big. It's a good. I haven't done any Carnival, and even from other people that I've known who've done Carnival here in Australia, it probably is not as good as it would be in the US. I think the US version of Carnival is much more better than the Australian version. I don't know. That's the feedback that I get from people that I know have been on Carnival. But Royal Caribbean here seems to be the same in the US as well. So,
well, from our point of view, we started our cruising life on Princess.
We've only sailed Princess.
We did New Zealand on Princess, and then we also did the South Caribbean,
the
South
Pacific.
Pacific.
Similar cruises, probably exactly to yours.
Right. On our second cruise, and then we were due to do a cruise January of this year, but that Mumbo 19 that's come about. Mm-hmm. So we've now gone on to doing this cruise with the Carnival cruise coming up. So we're trying to get as many people to come and join us, and we're going to have an absolute ball. I know that it's going to be a lot of fun, so we're trying to get people to come on board with us and have fun with us. Need to just say hello to Just Dave, who's also from
Hey, Just Dave, from
the Rat Pack. I mean, anybody who's part of the Adventures of Traveling Mike is part of the Rat Pack. We have a lot of fun. Who else is there?
I see Edith Ornella's there.
Is she?
Yes.
Oh, there she is. Hi, Mom.
She's not a relative of ours. Yes, she is.
Yeah, I know.
That's my effing mill. Yeah. Effing is in favourite. That's what I call up. She knows that.
Just going back there, Dave is doing his bit again. What is he saying? All our cruises have been royal. So there's another person there who's part of the group. So you obviously, with this time frame, we haven't had an opportunity to do much in the way of cruising.
Travel of any sort, not even crossing borders, actually.
Have you had the opportunity to do any land cruising at all, or land travel?
Last year we did. We went to Mount Gambier for about 5 days. That was kind of not of a spur of the moment thing. It was kind of like, let's go somewhere while we think it's okay to travel.
Sorry, how far is Mount Gambier from Adelaide?
About 500 k's.
Okay.
It's about five hours from Adelaide. In the southeast. It's only a half hour to Victoria to cross the border.
Yeah.
Won't hold that against you. Down south of the border.
Oh, phew.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, mate.
Us South Australians. We won't hold that against you.
Was that a caravanning or an
RV?
Was that a caravanning or RVing holiday?
No. We just did a road trip, just in the car, hired out a house for the week, and just explored Mount Gambier, visited the Blue Lake, Tantanula Caves. We went to Kingston, Robe, Trying to think of the other one. Kingston Road, Narracourt Caves. I'm trying to think of the other one. Road, Kingston. One other one I can't remember off the top of my head, but I've done a vlog series on that. So for anyone there, go visit my channel and take a look at our road trip to Mount Gambier. We did road trips to Tasmania a couple of years ago, I think it was.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah, it is gorgeous. And we did a mini cruise. We did the Spirit of Tasmania. We drove to Melbourne and caught Spirit of Tasmania over there. And I tell you what, that's a pretty good little ship there. It was recently updated about a year or so ago, and it looked fantastic. I did a full tour of that one as well. So take a look at that one. But just generally, road trips that we've done. We haven't done much in the way of because of COVID and everything. But last year we were able to do it, and it was funny. By the time we got back, we got put into lockdown.
Oh no!
Yeah, so it was kind of like good that we were able to go away and then come back into a lockdown.
Ilana, I might ask you just to find Arthur's channel and just put it into the link so other people can actually go in and have a look.
Oh, you're asking me to do something I don't know how to do.
Yeah, you do. Go onto his and do it. Just find Arthur and then bring him in. It's easy.
Oh, okay. No, I still don't know what you're talking about, but anyway,
Okay.
as in what to do.
Okay, I'll do it.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm not techie at all. I just here. Sean does all that. So what's your preferred what's your preferred mode of transport, Arthur?
In what way? What, to travel or to?
Yeah, I mean, you said you fell in love with cruising.
I love to fly. Even though I'm afraid of heights, but I love to fly. But the whole experience of going to the airport, getting on the plane, and that rush of the plane when it first takes off, and you're flying around, and then when you're looking out the window, you go, "Oh, look at this!" And it's great when you're coming back to Adelaide because the way that the plane comes in Adelaide, it flies over the northeast, and it's like near where I live, so I can actually look out and look where I live. So I can go, oh, just let me out here,
Just push you out. You're scared of heights, but you're happy to go up top of those huge ships.
Yes. Yeah, I love it. The best part we like to do when we go on a cruise with my daughter, Brooklyn, we like to go to the bow of the ship, but we call it the bow wow cow wow.
Okay.
So, it's great fun. We go up there and have a, bow wow, cow wow. She made it rhyme. So it was really good. And we just like to go up that part of the ship to go up there and do it. And we do pick ships which actually have access to the bow. Like, funny enough, like when we're looking for a cruise, we make sure that the ship has access to the bow. Like, because I know some cruise ships don't have access to the bows. Exactly. So we like to do that. Just one of those things.
Amazing that you can get there. Thank you, Arthur. Just a few quick hellos to some new people who've come in. Graham Patterson Travels. Hi, Graham. Thanks for joining us. The Uber Cruisers are here today.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Fantastic. G'day, guys. Good to see you here. Some more Aussies come joining us.
Our favourite
Najuma, lovely Najuma, who comes in all the time and says hi. A great supporter. So lovely to see everybody.
I'm just trying to run through the chat as quick as I can because I know that it's about 65 miles long and it's grown.
Pam and Rich, Life Adventures with Pam and Rich are here.
Oh, there they are.
Nice to see you.
Uber Cruisers, welcome aboard.
Philip's here today, Philip Rechman.
Good old Philip. What's coming out of his
Is Arthur having his second 21st birthday? Philip's asking you, Arthur.
No, it's actually in fact the Star Wars T-shirt.
Don't show that off. Sean will like to have that himself.
Yep.
He's a big Star Wars fan.
Yep.
That's good. I'm also a huge Trek fan as well. So, yeah.
Yes. Oh, well, hello.
Mate, you'll do. Hey, if you came on the cruise with us, you'd be doing really well.
Oh, good.
So you said you want to go to the Caribbean. So any other bucket list places?
Oh, look at this.
Well, I want to do a around Australia cruise, that's for sure. And visit the Great Barrier Reef before it disintegrates.
Absolutely.
But a European cruise, probably the Mediterranean. My daughter Brooklyn, she wants to do a Mediterranean cruise. Me being Greek in background, we want to do the whole Greek island type thing. Go to Santorini and that type of stuff. So
I'd like to say that I pretend that I've done one. I did one on a ferry many years ago. In my backpacking days, I took a ferry. I'd like to call it a cruise ship, from Haifa in Israel through to Greece, and it was fabulous.
Nice. That would, in my opinion, that still counts as a cruise. Yeah, even when we went on to Spirit of Tasmania, that was counted as a cruise. For sure. If it's a boat on the water, it's a cruise.
Correct. That's right. The water taxi on the Yarra River would be fine for us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Philip Rackman says, speaking of South Australia, has anyone seen the Go Down South with Your Mouth Visit Australia ad?
No.
Have you seen
Have you seen that other?
No. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, I know it does, doesn't it? Right?
Like, I don't know what that sounds. Go down south with your mouth. Like no. Yes, we've got some good wines here. Yes, we've got some great restaurants here. And yes, we've got some lovely locations. But I wouldn't want to come down here with your mouth.
No.
Maybe that's what it is all about, tempting people with food, as in, Yeah, we know you've got good wine there. We know about the Barossa Valley, so we know about your wines.
Yeah, and the Clare Valley and McLaren Vale. Even in the hills area, we've got a lot of good gin factories up this way, like distilleries and stuff like that. Got a lot of gin producing small breweries and stuff like that. We've got this one which first started out as a microbrewery, and it's sort of grown into a bigger. What's the best way to describe it? Like a good beer producing brewery, but they've done it in such a way that it's like a beer hall, so you can go there and try different stuff and have food and all this type of stuff. It's actually quite good. It's called Pirate Life. Yeah.
Because we want to go, we'd love to go to South Australia one day. We've been talking about driving across, and it's not that far.
I'll be more than glad to show you around Adelaide and take you around.
Lovely.
So which part of Adelaide are you in?
I live in the northeastern suburbs called Surrey Downs.
Oh, Surrey Downs, yep.
Yeah.
Just a quick one back in the chat there. Dave Burgess says he flies like a demented duck. Maybe he just doesn't use his microwave properly. I don't know. So just for everybody out there.
It sounds a bit puzzling, Arthur. David has a bit of he's got a techie issue as well. Yeah. He tends to watch things via his microwave.
The signal's much better on the microwave, right?
Is that techie? that sort of, yeah.
So, folks, there's the link for Arthur's Cruises channel.
So go and check him out and have a look at.
There is some great stuff in there.
We have looked. We've been watching.
Pam and Rich are in Tampa, Florida, so they're joining us tonight. This morning for them, tonight for us. Just having a look at other things. Hey, Arthur, how have you guys been handling the? Well, first of all, you've got the Tesla battery there. So how's that been working for providing power?
Great. That's great. Yeah. I don't know why people bag it. It is great. I mean, just to give you a little tip, what happened, because it's hooked into the national power network. In Queensland, the big coal power station there, when it had to shut down or got shut down for some fire that happened in there, the Tesla battery took over and ran it until the backup base loads came online.
Magic.
Which was about 18 minutes. And it took over, the Tesla battery took over in 0.02 seconds.
Wow.
So it automatically kicked in. So when people bag about batteries and, all this type of stuff, we got one of the biggest ones here. Victoria's going to build the biggest one I've been seeing on the news.
Yeah. Can you believe Dan Andrews to build anything? Nah, come on.
No?
We're talking about Victoria here.
Well, he's only good for getting on the beers, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, we're the only state in the country that has a public holiday for a football game. Give me a break.
Which one's that one?
Grand final day is a public holiday.
Really?
And not even on the day of the football. Yes, it's the day on the Friday before.
The Friday before.
Ridiculous.
Wow.
We even had one this year, last year, when we didn't even have a grand final in Victoria because of Mumbo.
Yeah. So let me just explain something to you for a second. Anzac Day.
Yes.
If Anzac Day falls on a weekend, it used to be that we would get the day off in lieu for Anzac Day, right? Make it a public holiday. Yeah. Well, they scrubbed that in lieu of grand final day.
There's a big history lesson for people. Unbelievable.
Anzac Day is Anzac Day, and it should be a public holiday.
Sacred.
Absolutely.
Yep. Oh, and yes, and Melbourne Cup, as Philip reminds us, for a horse race.
Yep.
So we Aussies love our sport.
If it's a race that stops the nation, how come the whole nation doesn't get a public holiday, huh?
Well, exactly.
Hey, but wait a minute. The whole nation does stop for the race. Come on. Don't tell me you don't get the day. You don't get at least the 2 hours off.
No, not with me. Nah, I'll be lucky if I get into the pub and have a, quiet drink while watching it.
Just to go back in the chat for a second, Travel to a Taste. Sarah says she's already packed for the cruise, or is it Glenn who's already packed for the cruise? I'm not sure whom.
They're just a little bit excited. They're virgin.
Excited.
That we're going to pop their cherry. They're cruising.
They're cruising cherry. Yeah. They're based in the UK, so they're going to be flying across to, flying across to Florida and then join us on the cruise. So we're going to have fun. Troy's busy having a go at Donovan from Ivy on the Wayside and telling him that it's only 3:25 where he is. Mate.
I thought we were in the future.
Yeah. I keep on telling them. All the American friends I have and all the British people, I always say to them, we live in the future.
Correct. We can give you the lotto numbers if you like.
Yes. I keep on saying that to Brad and Chris. I say to them, I'll give you lotto numbers.
So us and Maura are busy saying that Trek is better than Star Wars. Well, I don't know. Yes. She needs a good lesson.
Well, depending, if we really want to get into it. I mean, I don't know what you think, but the last 3 movies were shambles.
Yeah, they were, but they were there for effect.
I think Mandalore was better.
They were there for effects. Traveling with Nick P. Hey, Sean. And your wife. Sorry, I don't remember your name. My name is Ilana and hers is Sean. No, it's the other way around. Ivy on the Wayside is back from the future. Oh, very nice. Thank you very much. Who else is
Has he aged, I wonder?
Yeah, I wonder.
Being in the future.
Donovan?
And then returning.
Donovan? I don't know. Anyway.
Don't talk about your twin like that.
But I don't have a beard and mo. Pam and Rich are saying that any update on cruising from there? We have friends booked on Viking early next year.
Well, actually, not so much cruising, but we are now going to be able to fly to New Zealand as of April the 19th without any quarantine.
Are you going to be doing that, Arthur?
To New Zealand, flying?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I know. Yes. Well, look, if I can get a good enough flight, I would look at it. I know several people, New Zealand people I know, they're eager to get back over. They've been missing seeing their friends. I've got a couple of friends over in Auckland, and they've already indicated that they're going to come back to Australia as like a grand tour of Australia before they fly back, before they get shut out.
Yep.
Now, New Zealand is a great place for RVing and travelling.
Yeah.
It is the most beautiful, beautiful place for that.
Very
Tell me-
expensive to fill up, but it's actually quite good. I know people have spent like a couple months just touring New Zealand, a month in each island. So, and they said they really
Yeah.
liked it.
Yeah,
Did all the Lord of the Rings stuff.
yes, we investigated hiring a camper van.
yeah.
Yeah, at one stage.
Hey, Arthur, have you got your ear to the ground in terms of cruising out of Adelaide and so forth?
Yeah. I try to keep up as much as possible with the cruise industry stuff, not only here in Australia but worldwide. And I know in not in the US, in the UK, they are going to be selling and they're going to be doing island cruises. So they don't stop anywhere; they just go around the UK. Yep. And there was talk that they were going to do it here in Australia, but with the way our federal government is at the moment, they can't even make a decision, let alone fulfill it.
Which is ridiculous because we've got basically zero cases as it is. It's just so silly.
And the way that they treat the cruise industry because of the Ruby Princess debacle, which pretty much got the government off their hooks because essentially it was their problem. It wasn't New South Wales's problem. It was their problem. It was border protection that let the ship in, and when you get stuff like that happening, and it changes people's opinions about cruising. I mean, even before COVID happened, or even before it all happened, if there was a Noro outbreak, they implemented strict procedures straight away. So, they just adapted that to what's happening now. And I don't see no issue with them doing cruises around Australia. I mean, if the UK can do it, why can't we?
Well, here's the thing.
Exactly.
In Australia, to Australia's credit, we didn't only limit cruising, we limited cruising and air travel, to their credit. Yeah. Whereas if we look at the US, the only thing that's limited is the cruising industry, which I think is quite interesting.
Yeah, I know the cruising industry has suffered a lot, and I've seen people who've travelled and said it's much more worse. It's worse for air travel because you're in a tight, confined, small area that the air is circulated. So if someone's got it would think, and it's not just to do with the COVID issue. It's anything else. There's been times where I've flown and someone's had the cold, and 2 or 3 days later I get the cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not just that one particular issue. I think if they're going to treat the same way cruising industry they should do the same for the airline industry as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, at any rate, I mean, how long before you reckon we'll be traveling?
Look, I don't think. See, I don't know if you noticed, but our federal government is very clever when it comes to what they want done. They don't come out straight away and say, "Hey, this is what we're doing." They put it out there. What do you think about this? And people go, "Oh yeah, I kind of like that." And then the next day they're like, "Yeah, that's what we're doing." They're very not reactive, but they like to put it out to the public, gauge the reaction, and then go from there. So if it's a good idea, they'll follow through with it. If it's a bad idea, they won't. Just like they said earlier this year, they were saying, how would you guys feel like if there was no international travel until 2022? And people were like, given the current circumstances, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Next day, come out saying, oh, there's no international travel until 2022.
Yep.
So they're very. I don't think any international travel probably, if things really do pick up with the vaccine rollout, not just only here in Australia but worldwide by the end of the year, at the earliest, I reckon for flying internationally, I reckon by maybe December, if not start of 2022. I reckon cruising here will probably resume if things go well, maybe towards the end of this year, but probably definitely next year. I reckon by 2023, cruising will resume as per normal, and same with international flight.
I just need to go into the chat real quick. Troy from Nomadic Rat Pack. It's 3:30 there. Need some sleep, mate. Good night. Thank you for popping in.
Good night, Troy.
We really appreciate you coming on board. Travel to a Taste is saying, come on, Hamilton.
Is that the musical Hamilton? Is that what you...
Or somebody they know.
Because that opened here in Sydney a couple of weeks ago. How exciting.
Unless Heather's poisoned them. Lorraine is saying same with her. She's off. So good night, Lorraine. Thank you for coming in.
Night, Lorraine.
We really appreciate that. Oh, wait a minute.
I've got a little surprise for you. Someone wants to come and say hello.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
This is my daughter.
Hello.
Hello there.
G'day, Brooklyn. How you going?
She's shy.
Okay.
She's a shy little one.
Well, you know what? If you can convince Dad and Mum to come with us on our cruise, you won't have a chance to be shy. You'll be having lots of fun on the Carnival Horizon.
Once she gets to know you, she doesn't stop talking.
Awesome.
That's all right. Some people need to warm up a bit.
Yep, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So just to go back in the chat for a sec, Heather's saying to David Burgess that's his problem. I don't know what it is. To fly, you need to use the fan. Okay. Oh, I know where he's at now. I'm just putting people up on the chat. I mean, we can keep on chat. Bless you.
Can I say, David's saying I have the ladder. He's about to take hold of the ceiling fan.
Oh, really?
I think he's getting ready to fly.
Yeah,
because he's talking about the cost of flights to New Zealand at $600. I think.
What? $600?
That's all right.
And that's probably only one way.
Yeah.
Price gouging, of course, because they can.
Of course. How else are they going to make their money?
Yeah, that's
right.
It.
I mean, a lot of people don't understand, even here in Australia, I like going back to the point where you're saying we've limited travel. We're the only Western nation that has banned its citizens from traveling recreationally only. We're the only ones. And then when people carry on about what's happening and how the government can do that, when all of this started, the Parliament issued the biosecurity order, which it comes under the Biosecurity Act. And with that, there's two particular chapters in there that state 457 and 478 of the Biosecurity Act states that the health minister can and will advise anyone to do anything that they want. And the 478 part is there's no definite end date. So it's indefinite. So they can have this biosecurity order going for as long as possible until they see it fit. But, there's certain conditions that have to be met for this biosecurity order to be enacted, and that's one being declared a world pandemic. So, when it comes to Australia and the way that Australia deals with outside influences, it's kind of good in the way that, we're protecting ourselves, but also at the same time we're cutting off people which bring in the money, for our economy. And I think there needs to be a balancing act, but time will tell on that one. But when people, say about it all, yes, there's good and bad points for what we've done, but also at the same time, like you said, we're virtually got zero cases, except for people coming back. But we should be going to places where they have zero cases, like Vanuatu, for example, or Fiji or something like that. The smaller island nations which don't have it, we should be travel, having bubbles with them, not only just New Zealand.
Call Me Vi says there's Star Wars cruises. Well, that would be awesome.
Yes, that's on the Disney cruises. They have a Star Wars day.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, and the staff dress up as like rebels and Empire. Darth Vader makes an appearance with stormtroopers.
Yep.
So
Well,
that's what I want to do.
Man, I just want to get on a cruise ship.
I agree with Picard. I don't like Discovery.
Yeah.
I'd just like to go anywhere right now. Nick P. I'm just talking about going to a museum in upstate New York.
Yeah.
That is set up just like the USS Enterprise.
From the original Star Trek, should be interesting. It's the full replica set from the series.
Oh, nice.
That would be interesting. Hi, Dwight.
Oh, did you have to say hello to him?
Yes, I did have to say hello to him. I cannot not say hello to him.
Dwight.
That's because I'm polite.
Yeah, you are. I'm just rude. Rude.
Very, very rude.
Very, very rude. Hey, Philip is saying that P&O are having a Ningaloo King of Eclipse 17th to the 22nd of April 2023, departing from Fremantle, disembarking in Fremantle.
Oh.
That should be interesting.
That'd be nice.
Dave is saying you cannot cruise around Australia until the country is governed by the federal government. Whilst states have power over their borders, won't happen. Yeah, that's a problem.
Because it's maritime law, that's the thing. And these cruises, the cruise lines, they're international corporations, so they have to go outside maritime boundaries in order to fulfill their maritime law requirements.
Yeah.
And then come back. And part of it is that they have to go out and then come back and actually dock somewhere. So, that was the whole big thing with Canada and the Alaskan cruise season.
Yes.
Part of that, they had to actually stop somewhere in Canada before they actually came back, because that's part of their law over there. And, Canada's part of the Commonwealth, so they have the same laws that we do.
But there's talk of them trying to change that law now.
Yeah.
But it's amazing how one country can hold a whole industry to ransom.
Pretty much, especially, the CDC over there, they're very slow with coming out what to do from what I'm seeing of there. And a lot of people, Florida threatened to sue them. To get things started. I know NCL reckon they're going to be starting up soon in July. I know Royal Caribbean are having 2 ships out of Cozumel in Mexico, Adventures of the Seas, and a Jewel of the Seas, I think it is. They're having itineraries there. But the way that they're talking about how they're going to change cruising and how it's all going to affect everybody, they're going to have shorter cruises. You're going to have temperature checks. You're going to have a PCR test before you even get on board. Even here, like the way that they're talking, it's going to be in such a way that, before you even check in, you will have to have your health screening done first before you even check in.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know about you, but I really don't mind that stuff.
I agree with you. I think that's actually quite good. That's actually taking the onus. The company's taking the onus to say you're more healthier. We've screened you, and you're better than if you went on an airplane. You know what I mean? Because an airplane, they won't screen you before you go.
No.
Even here.
Hey, very quickly, Brooklyn, have a look.
Brooklyn, you've got a hello there. Is that a fluffy dog or a fluffy teddy bear? I can't quite see what you've got there, Brooklyn. What's that?
We got this on Voyager of the Seas.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, is that the mascot, is it? Or
yes. That's the mascot for Voyager of the Seas.
That's very
Princess have Stanley the
bear.
bear.
Stanley Bear, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hang on. Hang on a second, Arthur. Ford man here. Been listening the whole time while getting ready for college this morning, mate.
You have a good day at
You
college.
have an awesome day at college. I actually need to chat with you personally. So Kenny, we'll have to figure out a way to talk to each other. Kenny is a young man who lives in a place called Tennessee. Travel to a taste. Glenn really wants to see Hamilton as the musical, but he would love to see Lewis Hamilton too. Okay.
Rightio.
Yep.
I think you'd prefer Lewis Hamilton to the musical Hamilton.
Brooklyn, have a look
Wouldn't
here.
you? Oh, you're getting lots of hellos, Brooklyn. You're a lucky girl.
You know, people like you more than they like us.
Oh, the Uber cruises are off to the Gold Coast tomorrow. Beautiful. Oh, for lovely.
Where's that?
Just down.
Oh, there we go. So, good night, Dave. We're off to the Gold Coast tomorrow for about a week.
Oh.
About how many weeks?
Have fun. Enjoy Gold Coast.
Yes,
Yeah.
enjoy. Have a beautiful time.
Hope it's
About 2
open.
weeks. Fantastic.
I like Gold Coast.
Yeah. Travel to a taste. UK are banned as well. It carries a £5,000 fine for non-essential travel. That's cool. Uber has clarified that it's about 2 weeks. All right, Philip, what are you saying? May the 4th is Star Wars Day.
Yes, may the 4th be
May
with
the 4th.
May
Oh,
the
sorry,
4th be
wrong
with
one.
you. Yes. May,
Yeah.
may the
Yeah.
4th
May
be
the
with
4th
you.
be with you. Don't lisp. Travel to a taste. Fiji, love, love, love. Yeah, well, we've been there. It's a nice
Well,
place.
don't talk to me about Fiji, my land of my childhood. Miss it madly.
Beautiful place. Oh,
Yeah,
beautiful.
I grew up in Suva, went to school there.
Nice.
Uber cruises are flying through, not driving past.
Because Dave was asking, to
Yeah.
beep the horn as they go past.
Travel to a taste are saying that Europe are holding England to ransom. Crazy days. But they're holding everybody to ransom, aren't they?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Look who's dropped in. Danny from
Hey,
Griswold
Danny.
Family Vaco. Welcome aboard, buddy.
Good to see you.
A bit early for you, isn't it? Oh, it is like getting a time for you to go to work or something.
Well, we're now an hour later over there, aren't we?
Yep.
It's all very confusing now that we've finished daylight saving.
Yep. Kenny is saying you can send your little friend request on Facebook since I'm in your Facebook group called it. Yes, mate, please do. Yes, please do. That'd be awesome. Let's see who else is in there. People are saying g'day, g'day. And I think we're kind of caught up.
Oh, I think so.
Awesome. Okay.
That's wonderful.
So, Brooklyn, where's your next cruise?
Where would you like to go to of any place in the whole wide world, Brooklyn? Where do you think you would choose to go? Any ideas?
She's still thinking.
Just think, okay.
Mediterranean? We'll do a Mediterranean cruise? Yeah. She wants to
Where's
go to
that?
Greece.
To
Greece.
Oh,
She wants to go to Greece.
beautiful.
So, where's your family from?
She wants to
Arthur?
go visit the motherland.
Love to the motherland. There you go.
Which part of Greece is the family from?
Northern Greece. Northwest of Greece. Yeah.
So-
not Macedonian, but next to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you guys speak Greek at home at all?
Nah, not really, no.
Why not?
It's kind of, like my parents, they came here to Australia in the 70s, and my dad was very progressive for his generation. A lot of them, they pretty much stuck to themselves. And he was like, no, we live here in Australia now, so, you got to learn to speak, obviously, the language, and you got to immerse yourself into the culture and, be a part of it. And I remember my dad telling me, saying that his first day at work at Australia Post was saying his nickname is Simo. And they said, hey, mate, Simo, well, who you going for this weekend? He was like, I don't know, what are you talking about? And so, the footy, you got to go for someone in the footy, And my dad kind of like the Bombers, so he became an Essendon fan, and my dad pretty much became Australianized and wanted to integrate quite well into Australia, and we spoke English at home. We still speak Greek and stuff like that, but he was more interested in us becoming more inclined with Australian values, but still retaining the Greek side of things,
And that's awesome.
Excellent.
How many? Do they have rough ideas on numbers of Greeks in Adelaide? Because most of them came from Melbourne, didn't they?
I know Melbourne's got over 500,000.
Well,
I remember something like that. It was the largest population outside of Greece, and I think Adelaide had around about 150,000 Greeks that settled here. But we're tired. We have our festivals here, and stuff like that. So blessing of the waters and stuff like that. So
how many plates have you got?
Sorry,
how many plates have you got
to throw around?
No, we don't do that. That's just that's just myth now.
That's a waste of good plates.
There was a guy in I think there was a guy in Melbourne who created this business where he had a whole lot of different rooms where there was old junk that you could just go in and hit over with a baseball bat or a sledgehammer and throw and all that sort of stuff.
The people with anger issues.
But I reckon he learnt that from the Greeks.
Probably. I wouldn't mind doing that as well. I mean, and even like with the Greeks, we've got our Easter is different to normal Easter. So, our Orthodox Easter is held later. It's not held to the traditional calendar. It's held to the moon cycle. And so our Easter doesn't happen until the start of May. Oh. So,
So there's another question for you, Brooklyn. All you need to do is nod your head or shake it. No, you don't. That's cool.
She knows some words, but not all of them. Like if we go visit my in-laws, we'll go visit my parents. She'll be like, "What's going on?" And plus, we speak really quickly as well. So, and one of the favorite things that she likes to have. She just pulled up a thing. I'll show you to use. It's a Greek biscuit called goulouria.
Oh yes, lovely.
Awesome.
So she loves those. So,
So just quickly in the chat, the Uber cruisers, they live up in New South Wales. They're just wishing us all a good night because they've got an early start tomorrow.
Good
They're
night.
off to the Gold Coast.
Have a beautiful time.
See ya. Thanks for coming on board, folks.
Sarah, my coffee is just a soy mocha.
What's it mocking?
It's okay, and we actually have a good old Aussie treat with us.
Yeah, but there's not enough coffee.
No, I'll have to plant my whole face into the glass.
No.
We're just forcing ourselves with
Tim Tams.
Yeah.
We don't have any Tim Tams, so we can't join you in having Tim Tams.
Otherwise, we would have started the day off with a Tim Tam slam. But
definitely. I like telling all my international friends about doing a Tim Tam slam, and they look at me with bewilderment, like, really? Do you do stuff like that? Yes.
Hey, Arthur, looking at your channel, a lot of your stuff is videos. Have you ever gone down the path of doing live streams?
No, I haven't. I don't know. I just feel. I don't know. I like to do the videos. I'm also a keen amateur photographer as well. So I do lots of photography as well. Live streaming, I don't know. I mean, probably have to build up a bit of a following to do it. At the moment, I'm quite happy doing the videos and showing off our adventures and our cruises. So, I'm quite happy to do that.
we'd like it if you could join us from time to time, coming on our chats.
Please do.
And we'll probably drag you in as more of the panel come on board different times.
You're welcome.
And you're welcome to join us
drop in
at any stage if you wish.
Definitely, man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
It's a pleasure. I mean, look, hey, we're all in the same boat. We're all Aussies.
Definitely.
We're all trying to just get everybody to know us and sell out our awesome state and country, right?
Yes, definitely. I always say to people, all of my international friends, if you ever come to Adelaide, you're more than welcome. I will show you around. Australia is a wonderful place to visit. We're so friendly. We're so welcoming. We've got lots to offer. I mean, even just here in South Australia, like just to go to like when we did Mount Gambier, there was so much to see. And a lot of it was for free, which was amazing, so that worked out quite well.
Hey,
yeah.
Actually, one thing I was going to say to you was Jacinda Ardern, the Prime Minister of New Zealand, really floored everybody tonight because she actually said, "Did you hear it?" She said,
"She's on the project tonight."
On the project tonight, she said, "We're going to act like New Zealand is Australia's 8th state."
Ooh, those are fighting words, I reckon.
It came out of the Prime Minister herself, right?
I know.
So she said, "I hate to admit it," or something. Or,
yeah,
I can't believe I'm saying this.
That's right.
For the purposes of the flights. That
Yeah.
Okay. She's asking about a Tim Tam. Sarah's asking, is a Tim Tam a biscuit or a cake? Well, being English, they would understand what a biscuit is because the Americans have a little bit of a difficulty getting their head around the concept of biscuit as opposed to a cookie.
Correct.
Sarah, it's a biscuit. Chocolate covered biscuit. It's really yummy.
Sarah, let me just say this.
We might even have some on the cruise.
The Tim Tam is the only biscuit that I get fat just walking past.
Heather, it's nothing like a cake. It's a biscuit.
Yeah, that's
Cakes are soft and spongy.
Just to go back very quickly, Life Adventures with Pam and Rich say that Tarpon Springs in Florida has a huge Greek community there.
Well, actually, Melbourne has the largest Greek community outside of Athens.
Yes.
It's a really thriving community, and almost every main street has a Greek restaurant or a souvlaki shop
Thank you.
Call them gyros over here. You call them souvlaki over there.
Yeah.
No,
we have gyros here too.
Gyros as opposed to, is it gyros as opposed to, I don't know what the difference is. I don't understand that. But
okay. Gyros is the pita bread with meat wrapped up, right? Souvlaki is the meat on the stick.
So they're confused.
Oh, okay.
Because gyro means go round and round. So when you see it being cooked, it goes round and round. So, and, it's round in shape. In New South Wales, they call it kebab, and same in Queensland, they call it kebab. But here in South Australia, we call it gyros, the actual, the pita bread with the salad and meat. The souvlaki is the meat, skewered meat.
Okay, it does get confusing because they all seem to be the same.
They all seem to be great, and they all seem to get you fat. So,
yep, that's right. Hang on 2 seconds. Hang on 2 seconds. Call me Vi. Thanks for joining in with us. You have a good night, and I'll catch you either on the Adventures of Traveling Mike or on this chat sometime later. Travel to a Taste saying be safe to the Uber cruises. Let me see. Okay, we're getting a comment here about the Tim Tams.
Yes, they're like your penguin biscuits. What we would like to say a better version of the penguin biscuits, of course. But
you have to watch one of their lives that they did a Tim Tam Slam. Yeah, we'll do another one another time.
Yeah,
we'll even get Arthur to do a Tim Tam Slam with us as well. Is a Tim Tam a biscuit or a cake? We would call it a biscuit. The Yankees call it a cookie. They don't know their cookie from their biscuits.
Tim Tam for the win. Yes, Dana.
That's it.
Correct. Woohoo.
Yes, Dana is going Tim Tam for the win. Okay.
Hey, Cindy, the Spikers are here.
Are they? Oh, awesome. Hang on 2
Hello.
seconds. We've got
And a wonderful travel agent.
Where is she? Where is she? Where is she?
Right there.
There we go. Cindy Spiker Adventures. So Arthur, this is the person, Cindy Spiker, who is the travel agent for our group cruise. Okay, so who's in the group cruise? Cindy is one of our partner channels. There are two other partner channels that we've got. So it's us, the Down Under Cruisers, Us and More, which is Heather and Dwight, and Cindy and Doug Spiker from Spiker Crazy Travels.
Adventures.
Adventures, I beg your pardon. Cindy is our group travel agent. So if you're thinking about the cruise, we're going to actually put you in touch with her. And then she can give you some figures. Mate, it's not that expensive.
Yep.
You know,
I'll contact her.
I reckon the flights are going to cost a bucket load more.
Oh, definitely.
Graham's having a bit of a giggle there. Graham, I'm sorry, I didn't personally say g'day, but Ilana did on my behalf. So
I didn't say it in a Scottish accent,
yeah,
though.
that's right. Philip is saying, why does 500 grams of chocolate put on 1 kilo of weight?
That's one of those conundrums. Why do you just look at a cruise ship and put on weight?
Hey, yeah, well, that's true too, right? I mean, cruise ship is the only place where you can get on and be 1,000 kilos before you even had your first bite.
I mean, we always say we go to the gym. Yeah, we walk through it on the way to the dine.
I walk through it to do a part of my ship tour. That's about it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So we've gone there. That's not a lie.
I reckon they use the gym to power the engines.
Yeah, everyone's pedaling madly.
Yeah.
We'll have to have a lot of people to do that.
Yeah, that's right. Travel to a taste. We thought it looked like a biscuit. We have ones that look the same, but we call them penguins. So yes, they are.
Yep.
They are similar. Hey, Sammy, welcome back.
Oh, spanakopita, yes. Spanakopita's delicious, yes.
Who is this copita that you span? Oh, sorry.
I like spanakopita too.
Yep. All right. So here we've got Cindy in the house. Cindy's being greeted by everybody. Cindy is saying we are actually friends on Facebook, so you can find me there if you would like.
Also, you know Cindy.
Yep. Well, that's awesome. And what else have we got here? Travel to a taste. I'm worried about all that food on the cruise.
You will just enjoy. Amazing.
You don't need to worry.
It will be amazing.
Yep.
It will be fabulous.
So, Arthur, what do you do in order to pay for the cruises?
I work as a cleaner. And it's not the most glamorous job, but you know what, it pays the bills, and I save up like everybody else to get on a cruise, and we're not cheap when it comes to the cruise. We like to spend like to have a lot of spending money when we go, because when you go on holidays you want to enjoy it, so
correct.
You've got to have the money to do it, so we save up quite hard for it, and get and while we're on vacation, we enjoy it.
Awesome.
Great attitude. That's
the way to go. Yeah, and for us, the way we pay for our cruises is we run our own business that we teach first aid. So we do the same.
It's always good to learn first aid. I always say that to people.
Yep.
Indeed.
Yep.
I just was experimenting about our first aid procedures and tried to slice the top of my finger off in terms of research. Yeah, yesterday.
Heather is saying, just listening in, can comment. Got to get ready for students before they come. So Heather's also a first aid trainer. So that's awesome. She's based in Florida in a place called Coral Cove.
I thought you were going to say in America.
Yeah, no. Philip is giving you a comment. A cleaner.
I wish. I wish.
What are you talking
No,
about?
I'm Greek, not Italian. So
Yeah, that's
you know.
right. Well, mate, I don't know about you, but we've had an absolute ball having a chat with you.
Lovely to
Same
meet
here.
you, Arthur. It's been great.
Yeah.
We hope to
I'll
see more
definitely
of
come
you.
back here and chat with these guys and anybody
Lovely.
else. So, yeah, I really enjoyed these guys. I'm glad I've not stumbled across your page and YouTube. You know, I have been watching for a while, but only just recently I thought I better put the hand out and say hello and get in contact with other fellow cruisers from down under because I don't seem to find too many of them. And when I do, it's great. Like you get a good click straight away. Simply the fact is, we've done cruising, so that's the common interest that we have. And
Right.
same with Chad Cruises. We do a weekly Zoom chat with everybody, and that's a quite good little family that we have going there. Just the cruising community is amazing. That's one of the things that we loved about cruising. Like like our first cruise, like you get on board. We didn't know what to expect. Like seeing some videos on YouTube and this and that, and I was like, okay, try something different here. Get on board, and there's so much to do, so much to see. Like Voyage of the Seas had an ice arena, so we were like, in the middle of the South Pacific, ice skating. Like, wow!
I mean, go figure.
Who would have thought that?
Go figure, right?
The best ever steak I ever had was on Voyage of the Seas in Chops Grill. It was the best steak I ever had.
Just a quick one in the chat there, very quickly. Najuma Brown is saying that was an awesome chat, so thank you very much. From Cindy, she's saying she's taking the kids to the bus stop. We'll be listening. You got a compliment from Travel to a Taste saying that's dedication to work, so that's awesome.
I think that's my thumb. I have a feeling
everybody's got dedication to work with your thumb, honey bunch.
What?
Edith Ornelas is saying, sleep well, everyone, and keep safe. And another one from Glenn, I think it is. It's all about the community. And
absolutely,
yes, it is.
I think the community is just so supportive and really one big family, no matter where you are.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
Your first cruise was going to New Zealand, right?
No, South Pacific.
South Pacific?
South Pacific. Namibia, Vanuatu, Isle of Pines, Mystery Island. I think it was a 10-night. Sorry?
You didn't get to Fiji?
No, we didn't. No, not on that one. I'm not too sure. Maybe. I think we did. No? No.
Carnival,
She's saying no.
Carnival South Pacifics from here don't go there either. I don't know why.
No.
They do. I know that they've done several, but it's only certain times of the year that they do it. It's like just before they do the Trans-Pacific cruises.
Yeah,
I think it has to do with timing and also with the cyclone seasons.
Oh yeah. Call Me Vi says good night. So good night, Vi. Have a good night's sleep.
Good night,
Travel to a Taste agrees with you, saying 100% agreeing with us
about the community.
Yeah. Yep. We've got Whitney come on board. How are you, Whitney? Good morning. How are you?
It is a good morning.
It is evening for us. So
good evening.
Yes.
Yep. Well, she said good morning for her. Good evening for us.
Yes. Good.
Yep.
Correct. I'm confused.
Me. Yeah. I used to be indecisive, but now I'm not so sure.
Yes.
Whitney is saying it's after 6 o'clock in Texas. Okay. It's after 6 o'clock in Melbourne too.
Yes, it is. PM.
Yeah. It's more like Yep. Okay. Next, Fordman here. Facebook friend request is sent. Thank you, sir.
Good on you.
I will talk to you later, Mr. Fordman. Mr. Kenny. What a nice guy.
Good on you.
Okay, so first one was on. It was off to the South Pacific. Our first one was on the Golden Pacific.
Princess?
Golden Princess.
Sean, you're tongue-tied.
I am. I haven't got enough alcohol. I haven't got any alcohol. Wait a minute, I need a cruise. The
We were on our honeymoon. We went on the Golden Princess to New Zealand as our pre-wedding honeymoon.
Nice.
After looking at other alternatives, and we thought we'd never done a cruise before. We didn't know whether we would like it we just saw the ship. We just caught a glimpse of the ship as we were, and we thought, oh my God, that was it for us. That was it.
And then we had to go on the Sun Princess to the South Pacific.
And then we were booked on the Regal for a New Year's Eve cruise out of Sydney. Unfortunately, like you, with your cruise, that didn't happen.
Because that's what happened with our Australian cruise. We were originally on booked for the Golden Princess, but the Golden Princess has been sold off to P&O Australia and coming back as the
Pacific
Explorer. Adventurer. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
And then we were put on to, it was funny, our cruise agent rings us up and says, I've got some good and bad news. And I said, well, tell us the bad news. She goes, well, your cruise got cancelled. And I said, oh, all right. What's the good news then? She goes, you can still do the cruise, but on a different ship. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, how does that work? And she's like, well, it's no longer Golden Princess, it's the Sun Princess.
Wow.
So we were like, oh, all right, fair enough, we'll do that. Yep. And then it got cancelled.
Yeah, and guess what? The Sun Princess ain't no more as well.
We loved the Sun Princess. It's a smaller ship, which we loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kenny is saying that it was a great show this morning. It's after 7:15 in the morning in Kingsport, Tennessee. So
thank you, Kenny.
Thank you, Kenny. Look forward to chatting with you later on. Mate, we're gonna call it a night. We've been going for over an hour. We would like to thank you for coming on board. Brooklyn,
thank you for having me.
Awesome meeting
Lovely
you.
to see you and Brooklyn. A reminder to everyone that we are on again Friday. This week.
This week, us and more will be taking our time slot because
we have commitments.
We've got commitments. I've got work to do. So we won't be on this Saturday. But for those of you that are on our side of the pond, but next week, Wednesday, is going to be a very, very important day. So we will be doing a live stream on that Wednesday evening. So I'm not going to tell you anything about it. You'll figure out when you see.
Oh, just a quick hello to Doug and Nikki. Sorry, Doug and Nikki, we're just saying good night now, but nice to see you.
Yep. We will catch up with you next time around. Pop in and say hi. And Brooklyn, maybe you can tell us your life story next time.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, thank you very much for having me, and I greatly appreciate it. And I'd love to do more of these with you guys. And
awesome.
Fabulous, awesome.
Yep. So, folks, check out Arthur's Cruises, and we had the stream before. Let me see if I can still
the link. The link was posted, but
go there. Take a look. Subscribe.
It's in there.
Yep.
Hit the thumbs up. You know the drill.
Yep, the usual stuff.
Absolutely.
Mate.
Good night.
Awesome night.
Good night to all.
Good night.
Night.
Take care.
Good night.
And folks, as we shut down, we just want to say thank you for joining us. Have an awesome night, and we will talk to you later.
Bye now.
See you later.